So hello friends, welcome back, and in this another leak code problem we are going to see the problem is best time to buy and sell stock with cooldown. So it is a standard buy and sell problem with a slight modification that we have to wait for the 1 day period for its cooldown. So if you haven't already read the problem, I will recommend you to pause the video and read the problem. I will walk you through the example statement and a few major things. So the few first important thing is that you have to wait 1 day after selling a particular stock to buy another stock the next day, right? And the next major thing is that if you have bought a particular stock, then you should sell it first before buying another stock. So if we take the first example of 1 2 3 and 2, so let us suppose, like, very randomly, let us suppose if we are on this particular day. Okay, so I choose any day very randomly. You can choose also 0 to anything, right? So if you are on this particular, let me make it on the mid page so as to make it more clear. 1 2 3 0 and 2. So let us suppose very randomly we are on the particular day 3. So the first thing which strikes my mind is that either I can sell it or I can buy it. If I am standing on here, either I can leave it to buy, either I can leave it to buy, which means that I have left this particular stock, or I can actually buy it, which means that I can actually buy it. And if I want to buy, so it is for sure that I had actually sold a particular stock here, because I know that before buying the next stock I have to wait for 1 day, which is the particular day which was the last one. So I have to see its sold value from the first day, which means the last to last day. So if I am writing above, it means I am writing for buy. If I am writing below, it means that I am writing for sold, right? So okay, it is the thing which I thought to see when I was on the option to buy. When I am on the option to sell, then also I can have one thing in mind, which means I can leave this stock, which means I will not perform any operation on this stock, or I can do one more thing, that I will sell it. Now to sell it, it is for sure that I have, like, I will check the maximum value which can be obtained up till now by seeing the last profit. By seeing the last profit. Now you might ask me, Aryan, you said that you want the maximum profit. So it might happen that the value of I, it can be obtained from the first one also, or it can be obtained from the, like, last to last or anything. But see, I am not storing in my variable called this, in my variable called buy. I am not storing the amount of money I spent on the particular day if I buy this particular stock, but I am storing the maximum amount of profit which I can obtain by buying this particular stock on this ith day. Understanding? See, it is the major thing which you need to understand. What the statement I am saying, what I am storing in this particular variable, or you can say the uh, array index or value, is that my buy represents the maximum amount of profit which can be obtained by buying this particular stock, which means the stock at the ith index, this particular stock on the ith day. Okay, so it is a maximum amount of profit which I can get if I am standing to, if I had option to buy this particular stock. So either I can leave it or I can actually buy it. And to buy, I will check the I will check the value of sell here. And why sell? Because the sell represents maximum amount of profit which I can obtain, by selling this particular stock on the ith day. Now see, now you should understand that what is the actual meaning of buy and sell. The meaning of sell and buy is not meant that I will sell this particular stock. So what is the like profit I will obtain, but it means that what is the maximum profit I can obtain up till now if I buy or sell this particular stocks. So I hope that you guys must have got the intuition. So I think that it is sufficient enough for you to try it again if you have not tried up till now, because you were not like understanding the problem or the intuition for this problem, because it is a very big hint for this problem. But for those who guys who have still tried and not able to recognize it, now I will walk you through the basic like how you will approach this problem. Okay, so yeah, so see, now you might clearly understood that I need two variables which are buy and sell. So either you can make a whole array of buy and sell, okay, or you can make a matrix which has two rows, okay. So I see it is, see which seems easy for you, you can work on the particular thing. I seem that matrix being of rows 2, it is easy for me, so I will work on matrix. But if you still you want two separate arrays for buy and sell, you can make that array as well. So it has no worries, right? So see, I am making two separate arrays, sorry, a matrix for buy and sell. Now the index 0 of this will represent my buy and index 1 will represent my sell. And as we know that that the number of prices are n, so I will make a array called dp, because basically you are storing something, so I'm naming it as a dp because it is a problem of dp, right? So to make it like more flexing I'm writing dp, or although you can write any matrix name, so it's up to you. So I will write the number of like these places, and for to sell and buy I will write as 2, which indicates that for 0 I am buying, for 1 I am selling. Okay, right. So let us make our buy sell. So it represents the stock zeroth stock, right? It represents the first stock, it represents the second stock. So I think that out of like these three stocks I can make you pretty clear that what is going in the background, right? So as I said that you must know the two information in starting, because actually if you want to actually buy a particular stock on the second day, so you should know the price you sold on the 0th day. So I have to pre-compute, or I have to manually write the value of buy and sell for first and the second stock. Okay, so let's work on the on this, right? So see what would happen, that if you are on the 0th stock, so you will do a buy. Now if you do a buy, so what amount of money you spend, let me erase it. So what amount of money, let me, yeah, so what amount of money you spend, you spend the money of prices of 0, right? And as I said that you spend it, so you put the sign negative in it, because actually the amount of money has spilled out of your hand, so you are putting a negative sign in it. Now the option to sell, okay, it is the 0th day and I haven't have any stock up till now, so how I would be able to sell it? So I won't be able to sell it, right? So as I won't be able to sell it, so what I will do, I will just write 0 here. Now on the first day, if I want to buy a stock here, right, what I can do is that, okay, I can buy a stock here, right? So my profit, it would be, sorry, my maximum like thing which I can spend, it should be minimum. So the price of the first day, if I buy a stock here, or the price of the last day, which means the previous day. So the minimum, see, I want to spend money, so I will try to spend as much minimum amount of money as possible. So I will have the minimum out of these two values, right? And as I am saying that I am spending money, so I will put a negative sign in it, right? So I am putting a negative sign in it. Now to actually sell the stock, now what option I have? Either I will have the value that, okay, I will not sell this particular stock, So the maximum profit by selling this particular stock, it would be 0 by not selling this particular stock. And if I am about to sell this particular stock, the profit which I will obtain is prices of 1, right? But I have to actually have this value from the last stock, which means that in the last stock I must have bought it. So I had to subtract this value of prices of 0. It is the maximum profit which I can obtain by selling this particular stock on that first day. The see, it is the amount which I can obtain by selling this particular stock, but the amount will be reduced to minus of 0 of the last day, because it is the maximum profit which I can obtain by buying the particular stock up till now on the ith day. So okay, let us move further. Now for the second day, okay, either I will not buy the stock at all here, so my maximum profit would be, right, what can we see now? I will also mark these values which I will represent. So let us change the color. So see, the video might go long, so what I will do is that I will, yeah, the video might go long, so I will make its part 1 and part 2. In one part I will show you the explanation, and in the other part I will write the code. So yeah, you can see the other part. I will also have its link below this video, so you can go and check the other part for the code. So the first part will contain the algorithm and the second part will contain the video. So see, it is shown by my dp of 0 comma 0. It is the 0th element and 0 for buy, right? It indicates my dp of 0 comma 1, right? It indicates my dp of 1 comma 0. It indicates my dp of 1 comma 1, right? Now I need to find my dp of 2 comma 0 and dp of 2 comma 1. So yeah, let us write that. So when we are going to write that, so let me choose this color. So let me choose this. So yeah, so for dp of c, either I said that I will not buy the stock at all. So the maximum profit up till now, what I can obtain by not buying the stock up till now is maximum of the last stock which I bought, which means dp of 1 comma 0, because it is the maximum profit which I can obtain by not buying the stock on the second day. But it will also show that up till now what maximum profit I can obtain. Okay, and the second thing would be that, okay, if I actually buy a stock here, so the amount of money I would spend here, it would be what? It would be dp of like I should say dp of I minus 2 comma 0, which indicates the price of this cell. Because see, if I am buying a stock here, so I must have sold the stock on the I minus 2th day or before it. But my I minus 2th day stores the maximum amount of profit which I can obtain by selling that particular stock on the ith day. So I will do dp of I minus 2 comma 0 minus of, because I need to spend this amount of money, which is the my price of I, because see, it is the amount which is sold, it is the amount which I spend by buying. So I will have the maximum amount of these two, which will represent the maximum amount I can get by if I choose to opt for buy. Now the second thing which I can get is for here. Now what from here? See, what I will do, the first thing which strikes my mind, that I will not sell my particular stock at all on this second day. So the maximum profit which I can get by selling the stock from the last previous days is this dp of 1 comma 1, right? And my what I was yeah, and if I opt to actually sell this particular stock, so what could be the price? It could be, see, what I obtained, I should erase it. So yeah, so what I obtained was the prices of I, Okay, it is the amount which I will obtain by selling the stock, and the what I will add it, I will add the money which I spend it by if I opt to buy, which means that I am adding it because I will do minus sign, although I should do a minus because, but it is actually having minus because it represents actually it is bought. So I will write the same thing here. So my space is pretty less, so let me erase something. So yeah, so I will write just dp of 1 comma 0. This one indicates the last one. So let us write this 1 1 in the actual ith forms. So let us erase the above part. So see, I understand that it might be pretty like hard for you to understand at the first place, but if you understand what is the actual meaning of DP states, so it will really help you to actually grab the solution, right? So see, the first thing for buy and the second thing for sell. So my DP of I comma 0, my I represents this thing DP of 2. So it is deep, it is maximum. First of all, I will take the maximum because I always want maximum profit, right? I'm greedy. So I will take maximum of dp of I minus 1 comma 0, which represents the last stock, or I will write dp of I minus 2 comma 0, which represents the amount of money sold, minus the value of price I need to spend on this particular day, right? So it is for buy. And for sell, my dp of I comma 0, it represents, it is this dp, so it represents, it is I comma 1 I should say. So it is maximum of, because I need a maximum thing as I said, so it will be dp of I minus 1 comma 1, which indicates the price this, and it will be dp of I minus 1 comma 0, which is the last stock profit, or I can see that which I showed you here as well, plus my price of I, because it is the amount of money which I will get, and it is the amount of money which I had spent by buying, and it is minus sign, so I don't have to place a minus sign again. So I hope that you guys have got the video. So it was the explanation video. In the next video I will write the code. So yeah, thank you.